So now we can talk about structural lessons. So if we go to Google Drive and find our step-by-step guide. Again, a structural lesson comes under open lessons. A structural lesson is what we use if the learner is struggling with a particular grammar point. So maybe you identify in a subfunction that they are really struggling with the grammar, and by the end of the lesson they really don't have a proper understanding. So you might like to spend the next lesson as a structural lesson in order to really help the learner understand, and in order to help the learner to practice that grammar point. So again, we can go to Google Drive and type in structural lessons. And you can see there's a few different ones. So we have structural lessons and all the different types here. So you can just look out for whatever your learner wants to practice. Or we can go back. And we also have new structural lessons, which are set out into nice PowerPoint presentations and also set out according to level. So let's say your learner is B2. As you can see, there are only 2 new lessons at the moment for B2 level. There's more for B1, present perfect, and a lot more for A2. So let's say your learner needs help with the simple future. You can select simple future presentation. You can download it, open, and save on your desktop. And then you can upload it. So you go to the little white arrow, share document, browse my computer, simple future, and it will slowly load. Obviously everything else is the same for structural lessons. You still need to send the lesson reminder. You still need to set your status on Gtalk and Skype to do not disturb. You still need to ask the learner if it's okay to record the lesson. You still need to write the lesson notes. And at the end, obviously, you need to upload everything as usual. So now the presentation has loaded. Still loading actually. So you might like to keep hard copies of these on your desktop to save you having to download it from Google Drive every time, but how you manage it is up to you. And as you can see, you might like to prepare a few minutes before the lesson, because sometimes it can take a while for the presentation to load. And maybe you want to do a few of the lessons, so you can also prepare for that by enabling presenter only area, and then you have another pod, stop sharing, and then you can load the second document the same way. So the little arrow, share document, browse my computer, and you can do that for as many presentations as you think will fit in the lesson, because you can load as many pods as you like. And then you just work through the lesson. As you can see, it's very grammatically focused. So looking at the simple future, we look at some rules, more rules, and if you jump ahead, you'll see that there are also lots of exercises. Fill in the gaps. And for this, you can ask the learner to use the draw tool with the text. For example, so there you have structural lessons.